Hi, I'm Karthik and Rannan. I'm the president of the Wall Street Club of BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. Yes, so the collaboration with ExcelR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives while they try to navigate the world of finance. I am happy that we will be able to close this workshop successfully on a very good note.
Hi, I am Raghunendra Singh and I am the Technical Director of the Wall Street Club at BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. It was a great amazing conducting this workshop with ExcelR. The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets, which was very helpful for the people who are interested in the field of finance, business or analytics in general. Thank you.
I attended a workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with ExcelR. So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if ExcelR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
The journey was great. Initially, I thought that I was not proficient enough in Excel, but later I came to know there was no prerequisites for it, and then I applied for it, and it was a great course, and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
Good evening, myself Kavya Ganatra. I am from Computer Science Association. I was the POC for this ML workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with ExcelR. The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with ExcelR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank ExcelR for being a part of it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Karthik Rannan. I'm the president of the Wall Street Club of BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. Yes, so the collaboration with ExcelR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives while they try to navigate the world of finance. I am happy that we will be able to close this workshop successfully on a very good note.
Hi, I'm Raghunendra Singh and I'm the technical director of the Wall Street Club at BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. It was a great amazing conducting this workshop with ExcelR. The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets, which was very helpful for the people who are interested in the field of finance, business or analytics in general. Thank you.
I attended a workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with ExcelR. So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me, so I would absolutely love it if ExcelR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
The journey was great. Initially, I thought that I was not proficient enough in Excel, but later I came to know there was no prerequisites for it, and then I applied for it, and it was a great course, and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
Good evening, myself Kavya Ganatra. I am from Computer Science Association. I was the POC for this ML workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with ExcelR. The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with ExcelR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our technical fest Atmos, and I thank ExcelR for being a part of it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, each and everyone. My name is Irfan, and I'm from EDL MOU division of ExcelR. We are reaching almost 500. So I welcome all of you to the National Faculty Development Program on Generative AI and Prompt Engineering using Microsoft Copilot in collaboration with PB Siddhartha College of Arts and Science from Andhra Pradesh, Saraswati College of Engineering, Maharashtra, and CMR College of Engineering and Technology, Telangana. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all the FDP conveners and co-conveners. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Sridhar Kauri sir, the Training and Placement Officer and Joint Secretary of AP TPO Consortium, as well as Dr. T.S. Ravikiran sir, Head of the Department of Computer Science, PB Siddhartha College of Arts and Science. From Saraswati College of Engineering, we have with us Professor Jayashree Bankar ma'am, who is a FDP convener. Also, I would like to welcome Ragini Sharma ma'am, who is the head of the department. From CMR College of Engineering and Technology, we have with us Dr. L. Chandrasekhar Reddy sir. Along with him, we have with us Mr. M. Parmeswar, who is Assistant Professor from CMR College of Engineering and Technology, for their unwavering support and partnership in organizing this national level faculty development program on trending technology like generative AI and prompt engineering using Microsoft Copilot. All these FDP conveners and co-conveners, I would like to thank for their commitment to academic excellence and technological advancement and making this National Faculty Development Program a reality. From ExcelR, we have with us today our Associate Director, Mr. Amit Saha. Now, I would like to, before proceeding further, I would like to request Professor Sridhar sir, please guide us on this national level faculty development program. Over to you, Sridhar sir. I hope I am audible to all of you. Amar, can you please acknowledge?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Now I would like to request Professor Jayashree ma'am, please guide us on this national FDP program. Jayashree ma'am, are you there? All right. I would like to request Chandrasekhar sir, please
been
guide
able to
us.
unmute them.
Uh, Sridhar sir? Okay. Yeah, so now I would like to request our Associate Director, Mr. Amit Saha sir, uh, please walk us through our EDL and EDL MOU and other sub-verticals of ExcelR. Over to you, Amit sir.
Yeah, just a minute, Irfan. I think Mr. Sridhar is trying to connect. Uh, can somebody from the support team please connect with the respective uh, participating coordinators of the respective colleges to check out if they are facing any problem? Uh, I'll start off with my talks. In meanwhile, if you can get in touch with them, sort out the issue so that we can. I mean, after my session, they can join in and present their respective institutions details as well.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Amar, you can allocate somebody from the team, MS support team, to connect with the respective coordinators and see that if they're facing any problem or challenge in connecting. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So a very warm welcome, a very good afternoon to all the uh, dignified guests and the stalwarts from the academic fraternity. It's really a pleasure from our end to have you all on this particular forum, and I'm pretty sure that the coming 5 days will be equally exciting for all of you with the industry expert who will be taking you through the journey on this very interesting program or the topic. Uh, would I'd like to present my screen first and would like to take you through very quickly the journey of ExcelR in this last 10 years. I hope my screen is visible. Anybody can quickly confirm once, please.
Yes, it's visible.
Great. So, as the name signifies on the screen, XLR Raising Excellence. So, we have always strived for excellence in whatever format we have been existing over the last 1 decade. So, when I say last 1 decade, yeah, our journey started off with on a humble note in 2014 when the formally organization was founded by uh, some of the alumni from IIMs and ISBs and who they spent a fairly good time in the corporate world. And due to their passion for training, passion for imparting their knowledge to the learners, uh, they wanted to start off with an initiative. And the manifestation of that initiative was in the form of ExcelR. So we have our international headquarters at USA in Houston. And over the period of last 10 years, we have tried to impact in the upskilling journey, on the career journey of close to around 4 lakh plus students and professionals in different ways. So our primary motto of working has been in the area of trying to bridge the gap between the academy and industry, guiding the students beyond their core academics of the university so that they can smoothly transition from the classroom to corporate, that is the transition into their professional journey, and start the journey on a very positive and strong note. Now, this can definitely never happen without empowering faculty, and one of those empowering initiative we are starting off today, that is through the faculty development program. So we have been conducting consistently different faculty development programs through our everyday learning platform. And I'm very happy to inform you all that in this period of last about 18 months, we have delivered almost close to around 1200 plus hours of programs on the emerging technology through the industry experts on a non-commercial note through this particular platform to close to around today approximately around 40,000 faculty members involved in the higher education institutions across the country. And naturally, all these things ultimately, from a student's or from the academic fraternity's context, is how it can impact the better career start for the youth who are graduating, that is, in the form of placement. Whether it is for the institutions or for the individuals, which end of the day also has a role to play on the impact of the faculty members. Some few of these records, faculty development program, I mean, here on the screen you see a 30,000 plus, but on today's date, I think the count has already reached close to around 40,000 faculties, mostly from the engineering trait, but also from the non-engineering tracks as well. There are a lot of faculty members who have been able to join and benefit from this particular platform. We have also conducted student development programs, again close to around 1200 plus hours separately on our everyday learning platform. And today on this particular platform, we have participation from close to around 4 lakh 10,000 plus students spread across the country. We have individually conducted more than 500 plus webinars on the emerging technology areas. And the domain that we uh, touched upon is as wide and spread that of 30 plus emerging technology areas. We also work very closely with 5,000 plus recruitment partners, and we have a non-commercial MOU with approximately around close to 1,300 academic partners in the higher education space, that is the higher education institutions. Some of the premium partners, when it comes to skill bodies, nationally we are in association or MOU with iHub Divya Sampark, which is a joint initiative of IIT Roorkee and Government of India, Department of Science and Technology. At state levels, we are long-term partner with AP SSDC, AP Skill Council, State Skilling Department, APSHE, that is the AP Skill Council for Higher Education, Task Telangana Academy for Skill and Knowledge in Telangana, and in Karnataka Minorities Development Corporation. The premium institutions like IIT Roorkee, IIT Bombay, BITS Pilani, Hyderabad has been regularly associating with us on different kind of FDP and student development programs as well. And we are also very age-old partners of NASCOM, Future Skills Prime Initiative. Along with our work, some of the accolades that came in, some awards, some recognitions, as you see on the screen, consistently 2 times we have been accorded as the fastest growing technology company in the Deloitte Fast 50 India initiative, IIT Roorkee, AP State Skill Development Corporation, Silicon India, Analytics India, etc. so on and so forth. The beauty of ours is we are there in offline space, online space, and as well as the hybrid learning space. So we have physical presence in the form of our full-fledged training centers in 8 locations spread across 5 cities of India, 2 each in Bangalore, Mumbai, and Pune, and as well as we are there in Chennai and Hyderabad as well. So in the recent past, we have seen the premium institutions associating with us. So just to have a sneak peek into some of the recently concluded programs, we concluded a program on time series analysis and predictive analytics with Minitab tool in IIT Roorkee with 85 plus research scholars, as you see on the picture, in association with the Department of Applied Mathematics and Scientific Computation. Dr. Milipant being in the center of this picture, who is the head of the department in IIT Roorkee, this particular department. In the late fag end of the 2023, we did every year we are having consistent programs conducted at BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. Recently, we concluded 2 programs out there on Power BI and machine learning. And as well as this year, 2024, we are almost verge of concluding an FDP program, faculty development program, with 6 selected faculty members from IIT Department of AC for faculty for full stack development and web technology. This year, we first time initiated a program called Skill of Final Years, primarily targeted towards campus hiring. So, covering the areas of coding skills, quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability, soft skills, resume and LinkedIn profiling building, and techniques to ace group discussion and personal interviews. And I'm pretty glad to inform you this initiative started off from 8th of January 2024, and we concluded the program first week of April with a final aptitude test already been conducted. 200 hours, actually the total number of hours was around 230, which was diligently delivered by the experts from the industry, handpicked from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. every weekday, Monday to Friday. And on Saturdays and Sundays, the coding skills or the programming skills were taken up from 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We were really excited to see registrations for close to around 58,000 students spread across the country from the final years. And one very important aspect is that as per our criteria laid out, we had approximately around 6,000 plus students who completed the program with the relevant percentage of attendance. Now, going forward, ExcelR in association with AP Skill Council of Higher Education, we also entered into internship programs in the form of the internship program in February 2024. In association, February was the curtain raiser with the poster launch by Professor Hemchandra Reddy, sir, and his best wishes for the learners who joined the program. Some of the very quick highlights of this particular program for the first time done, we got close to around 850 plus candidates who registered for this program on 3 different tracks: data analytics, data science, and Python programming. We got close to around 5 plus universities participating in it from across AP, which included JNTU Kakinada, JNTU GV, JNTU Anantapur, and others. Each of these tracks were distributed with 40 hours of training on the respective domain, followed by a project work. We participated first time only in the engineering or the professional track, and in that also close to around 10 different unique department participation we saw. The training is already completed, and the project is almost on the verge of completion. We have given the 20th April as the last date, cutoff date for submitting the projects, and by the end of the month of April, the certifications for the internships will be rolled out from our department. So it was done as a first initiative to understand the model, validate the model, fine-tune the model, and create a robust structure. And based on that particular success, this summer, in association with APSCHE, we are coming up with a mass-scale internship program on the short-term internships, that is the summer internships of 2 months, again under the guidelines of APSCHE for the state of AP as of now. Other state faculty members, if you are interested, please do get in touch. I have a QR code which will be presented in this on the screen, or you can touch base any of our ADL members, and we will definitely give you the full details of this particular program that we are initiating on the internships and projects. So this one is basically a 70 plus hours of virtual internship program designed to enhance the technical skills, and it will be purely guided around the hands-on project-based learning from the industry mentors, so that at least whatever level the candidates will be taking up those programs, they would be able to derive to a conclusive modeling of the same, even if it is at a minor scale. So it would be helping in encouraging their critical thinking and creativity, and will be the initiative to provide an industry level training during the formative years in their college, so that if they are highly interested, they can take up a deep dive into it and take it up more seriously, and can develop their skill set or hone their skill sets even more further. The basic breakup of the program will be 30 hours of instructor-led application-oriented training on a live online mode, followed by 40 plus hours of self-paced, self-paced learning, and as well as they can do practices through quizzes and assignments, and they will through our robust LMS that is provided, like the LMS would be provided to you also for the FDP program, so which will be provided for a lifetime, and as well as everything will be done under the guidance from industry mentors. In addition to that, considering the market slowdown, that's a hot topic of discussion in every campus on today's date. So to fight that and to address that, ExcelR is coming up with an ExcelR finishing school, a basic flow of this ExcelR initiative is drawn out here. Although it is not conclusive, we are still more fine tuning it. This primary objective is to enhance employability for the graduating candidates of 2024 through a constructive approach to address this market slowdown. So there will be a registration process through a screening test, and post selection, we would like to take them through in Bangalore and Hyderabad through an intensive offline class program from Monday to Saturday, 8 hours each day. So rigorous 200 plus hours of training that would be imparted to them, which would include assignments, coding practices, and certifications that are required or relevant for this kind of training. Aptitude, communication skills, interview preparation, mock practice, everything will be done rigorously for 3 consecutive months. And from the 4th month, we will start putting them into the placement drive. So only a partial upfront payment will be taken up from the students, and major part of the fees will be taken up in the pay after placement format. So this is on the drawing board as of now. Probably within a week time, we will have a conclusive guidelines for this particular program, and once it is there, we will definitely get back to you. Coming back to the EDL program, FDP being one part of it, we have 3 different program initiatives under the Everyday Learning Program. One is the Student Development Program, another is the Faculty Development Program, and another is the Student Orientation Sessions that we conduct every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So any of you who would like to take initiative from your institution to be a part of this, can please get in touch with us. Mr. Amar from our from our training and delivery management team will take up 5 minutes of yours after my session to take you through the LMS platform, give you a walkthrough of the same. We are, as we have said, that we are working very, very closely with 5,000 plus recruitment partners exhaustively, and these are some of the partners in which our alumni are working on current date. So as you see on the screen, anyone who would like to reach out to us, please, scan the QR code and put up your remarks. I assure that our team will reach out to you at the earliest, try to understand your requirement, in which way, in which format you want ExcelR to contribute to your journey of providing excellent academic support to your students and your institutions. We would try our best to bring together at your place whatever the learnings we had from the industry and whatever the information or the experience that we are gathering on everyday note, collaborating with the industry partners, we would try our best to provide the same for your individual campus. So please do scan the same and can put forth your requirement, and we will get in touch with you. Now, coming back to today's session, I would also take this opportunity to introduce one of the fine trainers, subject matter expert, Mr. Arvind Reddy, who is a corporate trainer and a data scientist, working as a data scientist over more than 5 years, with specialization in SQL, Django, data warehouse tools, artificial intelligence using Python, and many of those such related technologies. And as our program today speaks about using ChatGPT, prompt engineering, and so on and so forth with utilization of Microsoft Copilot, I am sure that he would be one of the best. We thought that we would be one of the best resource person to take you through the applications and hands-on understanding of how we use Microsoft Copilot for these technologies. So currently, he is working as a senior data science trainer with MNC. So on that note, uh, thank you once again for joining this program. Please enjoy your time out here and provide us with the relevant feedback so that we can consistently improve upon our initiative and fine tune it furthermore, this particular initiative. So with that, I would like to hand it over back to Irfan and Amar to take over for the walkthrough for the LMS, and all the best to everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much for such a wonderful introduction. So, my dear writing minds, very good afternoon and warm welcome to the National Level Faculty Development Program. So, I hope everybody done with your registration. If not, I will share the registration link once again over the Zoom and YouTube as well. Why? Because to get the LMS access, registration is important. Okay, so I will share the link once again and then I will start with my KT. So I'm sharing my screen. Just I need one confirmation, a quick confirmation once my screen is visible. I hope it's visible. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Thank you. Yeah, so dear professors, LMS is known as Learning Management System, and by using the LMS, we'll provide you the recordings of the session, material, attendance. And the most important thing, once you registered, the LMS access will be with you for lifetime. You can watch the recorded sessions, you can access the material anytime. Okay, so how to do a sign in, how to set your password. So coming to the first email, once you are going to done or once you're going to submit your registration, you will receive two email from the ExcelR team. So first email is to verify your account with the subject, welcome to ExcelR and verify your account. Okay. So here in that mail, we mentioned the verification link. So simply click on that link and set your password. Once you click on that link, it will land sure. Here you have to mention your password, same password, type it here, confirm password and set my password. That's it. So this is the first step. Then you have to open the second email. Second email is a course invitation mail. So see, with the particular subject, welcome to the NFDP on GenAI and prompt engineering using Microsoft Copilot. In this mail, we mention the step and we mention our LMS URL as well. By using this URL, you can do a sign in. Going forward, by any chance, if you miss the emails, then definitely use any Chrome browser, type it down onlinelearning.excelr.com, set your password, do a sign in, and dashboard will with you. Okay, so click on that URL and here you have to do a sign in. As you're already done with your registration, not required to do a registration again and again. Simply click on sign in, provide your credentials. So dear professors, most of time, so you can go for the email ID because we are generating your LMS accesses with the email ID. So don't go for the mobile number because it will not work. Then after that, the password. Which password? Yes, the password which was set in the recent email, the first email where we set the password, you have to use that password. And after some time, if you're not able to recognize password, then definitely we have option to forget your password. After logging in, if you already attended few of the FDPs from the ExcelR team, then at that scenario, you have to verify your account. So if you have to verify your account, use the forgot your password option, it will be done. Now, once I'm going to submit my email ID and password, it will revert to the LMS dashboard. So let me reshare my screen and I will show you live how it's work. So just a second, let me reshare my screen. Yeah, don't worry about the other things, whatever the access and all these things. If you are not received yet, definitely, if you're just done with your registration, you will receive that by to the end of the day. Okay. Yes, so once you submit your credentials, it will land here on this beautiful dashboard. Now, first, I will show you the ways of joining the session. So, in today's session tab, you will see NFDP Gen AI, day one. Okay, if you click on the join button, it will take you through the Zoom. Simplest way to join the session. Do a sign in, click on join button, it will take you through the Zoom. If you are going to face any technical glitch over the Zoom, if your network is not supporting anything, no need to worry. We are simultaneously live on YouTube as well. So above the today's session tab, you are able to see one banner. Okay. So this is the YouTube banner, YouTube thumbnail. You can click here. So once you click on the YouTube banner, it will revert on the YouTube. So whatever happening over the Zoom, everything will be reflected on time here on the YouTube as well. If you have any query or question, you can post it in the chat box. Now see, I just shared the registration link. The registration link is here with you. If there is any material link, anything, if you are going to download any platform or any applications, whatever the links we are going to share over the Zoom, everything will be here over the YouTube as well. Your questions, your queries will be definitely take it up. So we are live on Zoom and YouTube as well. Now, coming back, how to access the recording. So in the continue learning, there are multiple classrooms. So as I'm a member of ExcelR, I have access to all the classrooms. So don't worry about that. You can also access that. I will show you how to access. But as of now, we'll focus on today's FTP. So let me search for that. See here. With the logo of the Copilot, we created one classroom, NFDP on Gen AI and prompt engineering. And here we mentioned that is my voice is not clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So once you click on this classroom, you will see two tabs, curriculum and meet. So in the curriculum, there are three sub tabs, feedback response, session recordings, and material. So click on feedback response and click on submit your attendance and feedback form here. Okay. So it will open like this, day one attendance and feedback form, 15th April 2024. But now it's not open. So we have mentioned one note, the attendance link will only open between 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. So dear learners, please take a note. This link will be active in between 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. And why attendance and feedback is important? We'll get to know that the FDP is going fine. If you're facing any difficulty, we'll know that, okay, you need this, you require this. If it's going fine, definitely well. And second thing, to get the certificate of participation in collaboration with ExcelR and these three colleges, you have to attend or you have to mark the attendance minimum 60%. So 60% attendance is mandatory to get the certificate of participation. One more note. So this faculty development program is only open for the faculties. If any student is attending to gain the knowledge, yes, you can attend, you can gain the knowledge, but coming to the certification, this will be only open for the faculties. Okay. Now, few of my friends will say me ki I don't have LMS access as of now. I registered late, so no need to worry. For today's session, I will share the attendance link over the Zoom and YouTube as well, sharp at 4:30. Okay. So coming back, Below the feedback response, we have session recording tab. So if you click on day one, whatever the live session is going on, it will reflect here as well. Click on the friends, same reflect here as it is. But after completion of the session, today's session, if you come here by 5 p.m. and 1 minute as well, now the recording session will be there. So day 1 up to day 5, all the recordings will be here. Okay. And below that, material as well. So see, whatever the agenda we are going to cover, day-wise agenda, I already uploaded. So you will get to know that. Whatever the material trainer is going to use, all the material will be here in the material lab. Now, few of the members already attended few FDPs and they will say, I don't have access. I'm not able to see the particular classroom on my home tab. So no need to worry. You can just go here and search for that classroom or search for that FDP and enroll. So here you are able to see the enroll now. You can enroll on your own. You will get that FDP on your home tab. Okay. Yes. And as I mentioned, you can also access the recording session of the other FDPs as well, like big data analytics, NLP, ChatGPT, then mobile app development using Flutter. Definitely you can access that. You can watch the recordings, you will get the material. But for the certification, live program attendance is mandatory. Yes, so that's all from my side. I hope it's clear. And if you have any query or question, I will be there till the last minute. You can keep posting to me. I will take on the same. So thank you so much. And Arvind, those to you.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, Amar. Just wanted to check out uh, Sridhar sir from PV Siddhartha Group. Are you being able to connect to this session, please?
You're actually connected with the Sridhar sir. So he's facing some network issue.
Okay. Any of the other participating institutions?
Jayashree ma'am is there, I think. Jayashree ma'am?
Jayashree ma'am, are we audible? Can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Are we audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice.
Okay. Yeah, ma'am. So if you would like to share your quick thoughts on this particular program before we proceed with the starting of the session, ma'am.
Yeah. First of all, good afternoon all. I'm Professor Jayashree Bankar from Saraswati College of Engineering. I would like to say thank you to ExcelR for arranging such a nice session, which is a national FDP on a generative AI prompt engineering using Microsoft Copilot. Actually, we are very happy to attend this session. Our faculty will learn so many things from this session. And I will say thank you to ExcelR for arranging this session.
Slot, thank you so much, ma'am, for your encouraging words. And now I would also like to check out with Professor Chandrasekhar Reddy sir or Parameshwar sir from CMR College of Engineering Technology. Any one of you, are, are we audible? I mean, would you have you joined, or are you, can you please unmute yourself and confirm if you are available?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Hello?
Yeah, very good afternoon, Chandrasekhar sir. Thanks for joining in. So, sir, before we start off the technical session, if you would like to share your thoughts with reference to, and would like to highlight any key pointers with reference to your institution, that is CMR Institute of Engineering and Management, on your department behalf, if you would like to highlight a few pointers and as well as anything with reference to this particular program.
Yes, sir. Actually, first of all, I would like to thank to Irfan sir who has accepted our invitation and arranging this FDP. It's a part of team. So I guess all the faculty to learn the things which is an advanced technology, and it will be more improvement for the better future for the students. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And anyone else from PV Siddhartha group, or else we will move on. Is Dr. Ravi Kiran from Department of Computer Science? Ravi Kiran sir, are you there? Okay, fine. So on that note, right. So I would like to hand over the stage to Mr. Arvind Reddy. Arvind sir, please take
Yeah,
over
yeah,
the
yeah.
stage. And as you have seen that there is, excellent participation. So, I mean, the faculty members are waiting probably for so long to hear from you. So I would definitely request you to take them through the journey of usage of Copilot, Microsoft Copilot, and through your sheer experience from the industry's perspective, and make it. And I'm very sure you would make it as exciting as possible with a hands-on
Yes,
approach.
yes,
That would be my request. Please take over.
yes, yes. Uh, First of all, very good afternoon to one and all, to all the faculty members who have been present with connecting with this ExcelR team over there. I also thank this ExcelR team for giving this opportunity over there. So I think this afternoon, big hot summer weather connected with the cool connections with the Zoom over there from this prompt engineering with connection with the generative AI, as well as the very most important thing which the people were connected with every platform, or when you see with every laptop or every system has been connected with a Microsoft itself. So the Microsoft itself having a very uh, good kind of thing where we call as and Copilot itself. So we are nowadays using that Copilot in every each and individual section, like not limited to the generative AI itself. So where the people were talking that it's only limited to a generative AI itself. So I think it's not limited to a generative AI itself. So it's been limited to any kind of forms when you talk about so to develop a presentation itself, or to use that or documentation, or to use that Outlook mails itself, or to summarize any text over this, or to develop any kind of videos from that, or to use encapsulation of things from that. So not only for various prompts on that, okay. So it can do every kind of aspects, like things where you want to optimize your scale down of work itself. So that's what we are going now through all these channels with a one single connection called as Microsoft itself. So we have various generative AI tools itself. So first of all, I'll tell you that what are the various generative AI tools on that list. So there are a couple of generative AI tools, like, so we talk initially when we ask to any person itself, okay, they'll tell that, okay, they'll only talk with an generative AI tools called as ChatGPT itself, because that large language models is developed by an open AI platform over there. So we already know that ChatGPT is very much familiar is that, okay. So now we are talking about another generative AI tool called as Microsoft Copilot itself. Why this Copilot is such familiar itself? So what is the reason of using this Copilot with each and individual intuition of working not only with the people from different backgrounds. I'm talking about the people not only from that computer science background itself. So the people coming out from different backgrounds, when you talk about that, the people coming out from science background itself, the people coming out from arts background itself. So how would these prompts has been very much helpful, or these generative AI is very much helpful. But the connection of these for the Microsoft Copilot itself. So people think that I asked initially that people that it's Microsoft Copilot is a generative AI or some other tool itself. So people almost tell that it's one kind of generative AI itself. So I would like to tell that it's not a generative AI tool. It's a part of generative AI, which is developed with various connections of that with the Microsoft. So it can able to generate the Word document on that. So it can able to build up Excel drafts on that, or it can able to develop a spreadsheet itself. Okay, it can able to generate an images also. It can able to summarize your mail context also. So like that way, Chat GPT or the BAT cannot be able to do at this stage of level itself. So they are a little a stage of ahead on this platform like Copilot itself. So each and individual section of the Microsoft where we were using out Microsoft, like every section as having this AI tool application itself. That's called a generative AI tool applications on that context. So first of all, I'd like to go with a brief intro with so the some where the people are not aware on that. So we like machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI, artificial intelligence, all that. So later on, I'll cover with that the backend story of this NLP technique itself, the like natural language processing. And I'll also draft a chat boot related to. Okay, I'll also develop a small chat boots. Also, I'll show you that chat boot related to NLP itself. So based on that, you can also generate an AI application from that. So we'll also see that practical application of doing that. So, and after that, we'll go and enter into that Microsoft Copilot later on. So like what this Microsoft Copilot can able to do on the things so far, like what are the changes we have seen from the connection with various Copilots or various generative tools. Okay. So like before going into that intro of all that things over there, okay, I just want to give you a brief intro related to the study of related to not only for that AI itself. So ultimately, when you see the figure itself, okay, the topmost layer or the surface which covers or the touches to any other fields of the body is an artificial intelligence. Well, that's a field of that. Okay, that's a field of study where everyone want to be created able to do that. Okay, any study if you're doing with the projects on ML, the outcome is based. Okay, the outcome which you're looking out for the artificial intelligence itself, or if you're working with some neural application itself. So what sees that outcome? What kind of outcome you're going to generate that? Okay, it's all about the usage of the artificial intelligence itself. So all every context of that meaning when you see out, okay, it's all about the connection with the artificial intelligence itself. So that's a field of study which we are going to study out all the concepts now. Like when you talk about the main field is that for the artificial intelligence, the subsection of that AI is that machine learning itself. What we talk about the machine learning. So when you split the word itself, it can able to tell that okay, the learning to the machine itself. Okay, so the likewise how we learn to the new concept itself. Likewise, the learning to the machines is that the better part of that which we are learning to that. So it's mainly focus on the relevant features like intelligence machines. Okay, it's learned from the data itself, in and out. It learned from the data and develop some algorithms based on the data from that. Okay, it's all about a batch. Okay, inside a which is followed up to an optimization system. So that. So when next part of or the next layer for that A part is all about your deep learnings, which we are seeing out all the deep learning platforms which we are working on. So I'll go into the deeper into that sections itself because these sections are much more related to the generative AI itself. Because as you well understand this generative AI perspective of this, how do it being generates on train the data for the machines. It's very much cool to understand with that prompt engineering very well over there. So because I'll tell you that this generative AI is not a new concept to us. As earlierly we also use this generative AI and we are also using this generative AI from the last couple of decades itself. So what's new to this platform itself? So I'll tell you that when we talk about this generative AI. So when we are talking of this deep learning concept itself, so it's all about do the subsets of the machine learning methods, which we are going to see. Like it's all about your artificial neural networks. Like neural networks it's been trained with some like neural architectures, which we are going to see like CNN, conventional, like recurrent neural networks, like when you talk about. So such kind of neural networks has been developed from that clusters like. So it's all about how our brain react to that various functions. Suppose I was touching to an odd object itself. So if I am touching to an odd object itself, so it gets reflect backs very quietly over the fast. Okay, because it's all about sending the signals to the brains itself. The brain react as goes on with some object detections over there. So in the culture of that, we have an artificial neural networks, the same replica of the brain-like structures where neurons are connected to each and individual layers for that platform. So I'll all talk that. Okay, next part with the subsection called as generative AI. Okay, it's a type of artificial neural networks, the similar kind that can able to generate the data that's very similar to the data being trained on. So there are the one and most important thing where generative AI works in the backend called as large language models itself. Okay, it's all about the large language models, which we treat up that language models. So now when you talk about various generative AIs, that so there are popular generative AI called as BART itself. Okay, and we have another chat GPT from the OpenAI, and we have this Microsoft Copilot is one kind of generative AI. Okay, these are the most popular generative AI. In and out, we have other generative AIs which are having a very less large language models. It can able to generate for them. So now these Copilot, which we are seeing out, it's a combination of LLM and LIM itself. So when you talk about this LLM and LIM, so it's a combination of these large language models plus large image models itself. So the output could be various factors which we are seeing out. Okay. So I'll go with deeper into that section of that. Okay. Like we'll talk with each and individual part of the connections, like what is this connection to one end to that the generative AI end itself, like artificial intelligence to the generative AI, how this step-by-step process goes on, like what is the process which we are going to follow for that. So when you talk about this artificial intelligence itself, so in and out all in any way we are seeing this artificial intelligence nowadays. When you talk about that, so we see artificial intelligence coming out with the robots. We see the artificial intelligence coming out with the diagnostics. We see artificial intelligence coming out with the cars and bikes also. So even you know that best example that Tesla is going to develop the autonomous car or the self-driving car itself. So it is also been a reinforcement learning process, which we know that it is one kind of machine learning platforms. So where people were so much enthusiastic to get that into a market of that. So it becomes one kind of artificial intelligence systems from the back end of machine learning in that substructure called as reinforcement learning partism. So we know that all that it's coming into a progress going on with in and out. All now you see that all the coming years being connected with that all IoT connections to that AI applications itself. All AI and IoT combination to the cloud computing. These three is the connection with the triangle. Okay, this triangle connection makes that the world changes within in your hand itself. Okay, where you can control by sitting on anywhere itself, you can control throughout the world itself. So it's all about that connections coming out throughout in the recent times on that. So when you talk about that AI, okay, so know that okay, you can recap these sections very well itself. So I'll go back into other sections like what is NLP or that. We'll see that today in that. Okay, today's agenda is all about intro to all the parts like AI, generative aids, and the LLM, what is that large language models, and also to the introduction to Microsoft Copilot also. Okay, we'll do some advancement for the tomorrow class, like what is that advancement of Copilots which we are going to follow that, and also we'll see some AI chatbots which were developed from the NLP techniques Okay, not using any kind of other softwares with it. Okay, or we can also develop that generating AI prompts giving out over there without using out any tools in the backend, like any large language models are not being used for that. In that case, now we are using all the large language models for this generative AIs. I'll tell you that also. I'll show you the practical implementation of all that things. So this AI describes that capability of machine, okay, which can learn and solve the problems like humans, which we are doing out the same thing. Like, so we have a replication of a humans, like we think and we work, we functionize all the things on that. Okay, the same replica of the things which we are going to follow and do the same functionalities in this AI applications only. Like this is a simple query related to that. It tells that what is that? Suppose we are using that self-driving cars on that context. So these self-driving cars can move on the road over there. Okay, it can move on the road itself. We are using that roads. Okay, it can move to that roads, and that roads can be used on for that. So there are several contexts for that. So this is a simple algorithmic rule for such a car that, okay, it tells that so we have a frontal system telling that if an object is very near to that or less than a meter of 100 meters, okay, you should tell an indication that the car should be stopped out immediately. Otherwise, it keeps on moving out. The simple if-else code itself. So, but this code has an implementation as a system called as ADAS system over there. Okay. In the cars, we have an ADAS system where it signal out over there any object coming out very near to that car over there. So this is where this connection of these objects which are linked to an applications over there called an artificial intelligence and over there. Okay, in the market these have been sailing out very faster on that. Okay, that system called as ADAS systems. Over there you can see that ADAS systems very well, like, okay. So this is a system where you can see that, okay. So these send out that signals for that, okay. So this is not a part of any other system. It's a part of an artificial intelligence, which are looking out for their market over there, guys. So which is advanced driver assistance systems. Okay, every top end cars having these ADAS systems, this is technologies with a human machine interference over there. Okay. So it is where used in automatic technologies such as sensors, cameras detect nearby obstacles or driver errors repeatedly occurring that. So it sends that signals for that. Okay, it checks for that signal passage. So if that object is near to that over there, okay, if the object is near to that of less than that condition, so that it sends a signal back and stops that car over there. Okay, as it looks very simple, but the backend story when you work on that, okay, it's connected to an artificial intelligence. No one is giving out. Okay, we have placed out that kind of condition telling out for the object to do that kind of things with. Okay, so it's all about your artificial intelligence systems. Like, so there are two ways of incorporating this intelligence in artificial things. Okay, to achieve this artificial intelligence, one is the main thing called as machine learning. Okay, other one is the deep learning. I told you that. Okay, I told you that if you are looking for an application of your self-driving cars over there, so you should be able to train this kind of technique over there. I told you that if you are looking for self-driving cars, we have a learning method called as so we have this kind of technique over there, okay, which can able to deal out with these two technologies which have been trained out very quickly over there. Okay, I'll go for very faster for this technologies. Like I'll give you an intro related to that. Okay. So we have AI works coming out with how the AI works is been. Okay, we all know that AI is working on with some deep learning networks for the machine learning and expert to that. with the neural networks and the expert systems has been developed for that. So it's a combination of these DL and ML and the ways of achieving this A over this. So we all know that this A is having a wide range of techniques with a combination of ML and AI technologies. So when you talk about that, when you talk about these kind of technologies, like we have a recommendation systems. Okay, we see that recommendation systems in various technologies like Netflix, all that things. Okay, we see that. So that technologies is been driven to understand that, okay, for that candidates, what could be the recommendation system? Suppose we are watching a movie of it's a good star rated movie, like 5-star rated movie. For the next movie, what should be recommended to you for that? So it should also recommended with the same journal of movie, and it should also be recommended to that. It should also recommended to the same journal of movies, all that things over there. Okay, that topics should be recommended based on that recommendation system. So we are also using to develop a chatbots. I told you that. So AI-driven chatbots engage in NLP conversation with the users. So I'll show you that how do I develop a chatbots with the conversations called as natural language processing mode that can able to answer these assistants with the questions, answers, and provide that information based on. So this is one of the which I show you that it is in self-driving cars from that. So like language translations from NLP and the fraud detections and the healthcare and email filtering, all that techniques which are available for that of the these kind of models called as artificial intelligence. So you all know that what is this machine learning applications is the part of all that things. Okay. It's all about technique to learn about data from training and then applying that learning to making an information decision for that role over there. So we have these kind of technology from the machine learning perspective over there. So all the candidates are aware with these technologies. I'm not talking all that into the details. And this is all about a deep learning concept, which we give that informations and the text based or that can be done with the classifications and able to dictate that outcomes of classifications over the. Okay, these deep learning models include the Alexa series, Google Voice translation, and self-driving cars, and then that many of the deep learning models can be done by the combination of ML and AI part of them. So next and foremost thing which the people are looking out for there, okay, I think those who are aware that people are little get bored over there with this topic. So that's the reason I just put out that in the brief session of that. Okay. So next, when you talk about this, okay. Now we have another system called as generative AI, okay, which is a part of the today concept over there. So when you talk about this generative AI itself, okay, it is a branch. I told you that it is a branch of artificial intelligence and the subset of the deep learning over there. So basically, it focuses on creating the models capable of generating that new context with existing the data from that models. So we have a generative advanced networks models, which are popularly called as generative AI models. So these use a deep neural network to generate the realistic contents, either from that data of images, text, or even from the music also. So it can able to generate that. We all know that it can able to generate with the structured as well as unstructured of the data source. So there are few examples when you talk about this generative or the predictive models. So it learns from the patterns, either if you give for the unstructured data, if you give for the labels of the structured data, it finds the relations between the data and the labels from that data only. So when you are in the context of these generative AI models, okay, it develops an outputs based on that context of for the new content on that. So that we are going to see that new content, how do these prompts react to that, okay? They are basically an image generations and the video synthesis for that, and social media content generations, like seeing out that text. Suppose you are giving out any kind of data to that model, it's can able to generate that sentiment analysis or not. Okay, that's a part of which they're being on that able to analyze that kind of systems all that. So when you see this revolventary of these, okay, when you see this revolventary of these evolutions according to the time over there. So we have artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the deep learning. And now it's a part of generative AI, which is very much clear with the usage of AI over there for that points. Okay. So in this context, we have a generative AI, which is very clear of using this generative AI prompts with that concept. So this is all about just a brief intro related to the 4 methods, which in a series of layers, how do they connect it like? So people may think that generative AI is another concept caving out from the different sources. Okay, not okay. These are that in the part of this artificial intelligence is the subset part of it. It's called as generative AI itself. So the meaning itself tells that where you can generate and analyze that answers from the data which you are loading out on that context. So in the brief context, these generative AI models, which way you are giving that as an input over there. Generally, we give that inputs in the form of text over there. Okay, and also can be in the form of images also. Also in the form of images also. It can be in the form of text also. It can be in the form of images also. So that's the reason I'm telling that. When you see this OpenAI generative AI with the ChatGPT 3.5 over there, so that is in the form of text over there. We give that prompt in the form of text and we expected the output in the form of text itself. So that is where it is called as text-based prompting, which are used by LLM called as large language models over there. Okay, which is a large language models. So when you talk about these AI, which is called as this generative prompting called as what is this Microsoft Copilot. These uses different prompts called as either in the form of text or either in the form of images or either in the form of sheets of the data can also be an export over there. Okay. So as you see that someone is asking that Meta AI is a part of generative AI over there. I think when you talk about this Meta AI, okay, it is also a field of AI itself, guys. Okay, it is also a field of AI. Okay, it can able to generate various things like one side when you talk about that Meta AI, okay, other side it can be a generative AI also. Okay, like this, there are several AI tools which are built out in advance to that capabilities for the different. Okay, Meta AI, irrespectively when you do see that, its uses and it studies basically for that responsibilities and ethical things over there majorly. So when we also see in the generative AI, okay, we also see that. So there are several ethical rules should be followed when we are giving out the generates or when we are giving out the prompts on that data itself. So like that, it is one kind of cognitive ability tool where which we are going to use that. Okay, it's a part of this generative AI and it's also a Meta AI, which is a cognitive tool. We generally call it a cognitive tool from the data itself. So it's similar to that context over there, not much difference. Okay, which can enhance that AI applications more on that. So I told you that we have LLM and LAM in the combination with the Copilot itself. So previously, as an introduction part, we have an LLM tools only, which can develop a large language models from the text to input and the output to the text also. Same thing. Okay, this text itself, how do it identify that text? Okay. So in the backend story, okay, we have that identification of text, all that things. Okay, all that things called as natural language processing over there. Okay, that is been used for various applications for that models. Okay, so it's not a language when you talk about that. Okay, it's kind of combination of computer science, as well as it's a combination of linguistic models, and it's a combination of human intelligence itself. Okay, human intelligence. So that's what it's telling, that in the previously where we are using this prompts over there. Okay, where we are using this prompts over there. Sure. Okay, these mediums I'll share you that over there, guys. Okay, these are my blocks of mediums. I'll share you this over there. No issues with that. Okay. Right. Okay. So when you talk about these prompts over there, okay, these prompts which we give that in the form of text, how do it identify that text forms over there? So for that understanding, we need to really go back into just a brief info on that NLP techniques on that. So I told you that these NLP techniques can available with various applications point of view, where it can able to get these document classifications. Okay, and it can able to give that sentiment analysis. Okay, I'll show you in a couple of days that how we can auto generate this sentiment analysis and this document classification in the Microsoft Copilot, guys. Copilot Studio. That's we call as Microsoft Copilot Studio, guys. Okay, this is a studio platform, okay, which was available in the Microsoft, where I'm showing all these things like which we generate normally over there in the common NLP tasks, like document classifications. Like we know the document classifications, like where you want to segregate the documents related to any document. Docs are for articles over there. It can be done based on the text which you read upon that. So it can arrange all the text based on the classes which were derived out. And also the sentiment analysis, and also these information retrieval systems. Okay, and this translation also can be done by a system called as Copilot Studio, guys. Can be done by a system called as in the Copilot Studio. We will explore all that options and do all that task over there, guys. So I'm not going into that because we need to learn that in the base, how do these have been developed in the base structure of that. So later on we can do all this like test summarizations, and we also see that sentiment analysis and the text classifications and the translations and these chat boots also. So this is very much easy to develop in these NLP techniques over there, which is a bit easy for the summarizations, where you can do all this. What are that? These all the tasks over there, like search engines, social media, remote contents over there, and email clients filterings, all that, which we are seeing out, like document classifications, like summarizations, parts of speech, conventional data, and topic modeling, like text generations, all that spell checks from the data, and speech to text like Alexa, all that applications can be done in my Copilot Studio, guys. Okay, which we'll do in the later classes for that. So don't worry of that. Okay. So we'll do on that single stage with the generative AIs without not including all that things. Okay. Why I'm telling this NLP technique is that because this when you talk about this NLP technique over there, okay, this is very vast technologies which works in the back end over there. So which I told you that initially when you talk about this generative AIs, these generative AIs, what does it do? It generates a responses over there. So what is backend? It is a pre-trained by the humans over there. Okay, it is pre-trained by the humans over there, which you transform the input of the data taken from the prompts, such as okay, and it can use that kind of data to generate an output based on the context of text itself initially. But after implementation of OpenAI, okay, after implementation of OpenAI chat GPTs, the people came up with the different large image models also, where it can develop that images and can understand these data over there. Okay. So let's go back into the other concepts. Okay. This is a quick intro related to NLP, guys. So as the few people are chatting that we are aware that of these topics over there. So that's the reason I was just clicking out these topics over there. The other peoples are those who are not that not been aware with this. I'll just given that quick info related to the topics over there. Sure. I'll share you that all the blogs and information and that code part also. After that, no issues with that. Everything will be shared into that. So when you talk about these kind of task which NLP is doing, this natural language processing is doing, like searching out or segregating that information related to various kinds of data like language translations, machine translations, like conversations, agents, or the chat boots also, like, okay. So these can be done by the summarizations and the models over there. Okay. So before going into that, I'll show you one chat boot over there. Okay. Which I developed the chat boots from for the colleges itself. Okay. Where we see that various couple of sites nowadays you're seeing the chat boots over there. Okay. Where in the last generation where the people were enoughly trained with that, now I am just training that models and giving that chat boots over there for that. So I'll show you the chat boots. So before going into the chat boots, so I would like to give you that brief info on the Copilot itself, guys. Okay, brief info on the Copilot, and tomorrow we'll talk all about your large language models over there. Okay, like what are these large language models and what are these large language models can able to trained with that, and what kind of large language models have been trained, and what is this generative AI being used for these various platforms which we were working out, like either in the context of any kind of things, like, okay. So initially when you talk about these guys, okay. So yeah, I'm signing out with the first. Initially the Copilot looks like this. Okay. So I think most of the people are not being explored with that. Okay. Every time you think that Copilot is a very simple generative AI tool which we are working on. No, guys, it's not like that. When you think that Copilot, where you can yes. Okay. The other thing is that in this context, I would like to tell that okay, Copilot can be registered with the personal ID. Yes. Okay, you can register with the personal ID, guys. Okay, I'm signing and just see that. How can we register to that personal IDs on that? Yes, I just registered with my personal ID, guys. I don't have any kind of what is that you can do. I don't have any kind of premium account. I don't have any pro account. So all that things has not been available with me right now with this login. I have another account which have 365 account of the application itself. So I just logged in very clearly, as you can see that, madam. I just logged in. Okay, it will allow you to log in. Okay, from the personal email also. Okay, which could be your Gmail account or which could be any other accounts for that. Okay, which could be your Gmail account or which could be your personal account like Microsoft account also. Okay, I just logged in very clearly. Okay, I just logged in very clearly. Okay. So you can see like you have two options in this over there. Okay. Two options called as one is Copilot, another one is Notebook over there. One is Copilot, another one is Notebook. So when you talk about these Copilots over there, okay, which you can easily get logged in, guys, just click on this. So can we do any kind of work without login? Yes, you can do, guys. So now I just logged out from that account itself, as you can see that. So now you can ask any queries related to the information also. Okay, you can ask any queries related to the information. I was completely been logged out. Just a second. So you can see that sign in option is available. Okay, without login, can we use this? Yes, you can use for only 2 or 3 prompts which you can use that. Okay, after that it will ask you for the large language conversation. Okay, if you're asking for more questions over there from the prompt side, okay, from our side, if you're asking for multiple questions, or you are asking for longer conversations itself, which are longer conversations itself. So there are 2 things which you can do that. Okay, so if you want only small kind of query or prompts which you can work on all that, okay, can be done with this without signing out, but it will react and it will be not being saved out over there when you want to look on that. So before going into that, I would like to tell that Copilot has various accounts for that in this document. I'll tell you that. Okay. Right. So first of all, we'll see that what is this Copilot introduction to all that thing. So okay. So now Copilot has came out with 2 options to use upon for you for your work or for the business itself. Okay. So for your work or for the business, it has came up with the 2 options. Okay. So one thing is that either you can purchase your MS365 account. So which has only 50% of the features where you can work on. I think you got the point, guys. Only 50% of the features where you can work on. So no, I want 100% of complete features to work on itself. So where I want 100% of the features to work on with the data. So now I want that kind of features. You need to go for a Copilot Pro itself. What is the option called as Copilot Pro? I'll tell you that of the options. First, we'll drill out with this. What is this 365? All that. Okay. And Microsoft, we have an option over there called as Microsoft MS365 over there. This is a business or that work purpose which you can work on. Okay. So here in this, if you purchase your MS365, okay. So what is the cost of MS365 account when you search for that? Okay. For the personal, if you check that, okay. So we have various purchases available for that. Okay. You can go with these much of packages, and if you can go with season. Okay. The cost is very high for that. Okay. So which is 60, it's nearly 70 per year. Okay. $70. Nearly if you take that, it's almost reaches to 7,000 when you see that. Okay. It almost reaches to 7,000 words. So this is what is the specialty of this? So what could be the specialty with this MS365 that? Okay. So in this context, you will not get any kind of Copilot advanced application, guys. Like Copilot advanced applications. You get an advanced applications related to your Word document related applications and your Copilot in PowerPoint and your Copilot in Excel and your Copilot in Outlook on your Copilot in Teams and your Copilot in Power Platforms over there. Okay. So this is the option. Okay, this is that power platform which we are going to use in over there. Okay, this is a power platform which we are going to use. So this is called your AI Copilots over there. Okay. So what does this AI Copilots can do? So these AI Copilots which you talk about, this also called as power apps over there. So basically these are called as your power apps which are used for that Copilots over there. Okay. Now I'll sign in into that Microsoft account with my organizations. The premium account over there, I'm just signing in out. Right. Okay. So when you see that over there, okay, when you see that Microsoft, okay. So when you see that Microsoft 365 account over there, how that it looks over there, okay, it's a premium account, guys. It's a premium account. So we have, I told you that we have a power apps for this over there, okay. Various power apps available. So there are various power apps which we can driven out all this, okay. Okay, this is called your Power Automate. This is called your SharePoint account, which is very much useful for us. And these are your more apps when you see that. Okay, these all apps, AI application can be available, guys. These all the apps, AI applications being available with this one login called as which login, guys? MS365 login itself. With this only login, where it can be available with this over here, with the only login called as MS365 login over there. So with this login, any AI tool application is there. Yes, we have a AI tool applications with this login. Suppose we go with the PowerPoint over there, guys. Okay, suppose we go with the PowerPoint over there. Okay, when you see that, okay, if you go and search for that any kind of topic over there, I want related to machine learning, suppose. So this is my topic over there. So I want to customize my sites over there. Okay, customize my thoughts for this manner over there. So what you do, guys? So we have an option in this format called as designer, which is one of the AI tool being applicable in the context of the data itself. That AI tool is called as designer over there. So where you see that various customizations generated being available for this model. Okay, which are available for the generations over there. So like this, there are various tools available for this one. See that, how do I customize my slides accordingly for that data? Okay. This is one part of AI tool which is available in the PowerPoint presentations. So like this, we have various, like this, we have various AI tools available in that platform. So like this, we have various AI tools, guys. I just showed you one example. That's where the market of this 365 has been available for that. So I'll go with Copilot. No worries, guys. Just give me a minute over there. Where to open PowerPoint? Yes, that's what I'm telling you that. Okay. So the only option where you will get this is that option generated with the MS365. I just logged in with this MS365 over there, guys. Okay, and the web over there where you can log in out MS365 over there. So where you have an account over there, if you log it in, you just open this Microsoft and you can search on that Microsoft. So nothing much designs which I am exploring over there. Okay, you can see all the designs which been explored over there, guys. You can see that. Okay. This presentation goes on well. You can extend the slides also. Like new slide over there. What I need to do, I want okay, learning types. Okay. So if I write this learning type, okay, we have a supervised and semi-supervised and reinforcement. So these things you want to customize with it. Just what you need to do, guys. Okay, just loading out. Just give me that generation types of it. Okay, you can see these options over there. Okay. See that how do it generates automatically over there. Did I involve that anything? I just entered into that customizations of the things. I just given out the customization of the things over there. It can able to generate that very clearly over there. So this is where the advantage comes with an AI tools over there. So I told you that its Copilot is not only working out with them. Yes, sure, I'll repeat that. Okay. So I was just telling you that, okay, not like any other like things like when you are using this OpenAI, they only have the chat GPT itself. Like in this context, when you talk about this, okay, in this context, when you talk about this, so this Copilot has various features, guys. Okay, that is linked to an application of AI with each and individual source of power apps over there. This generally we call as power apps. I'll explain this once again related to this. How do it works on like this? Okay. Initially, okay, just log out for that. How do it happens? I'll show you that. So initially, if you have this Microsoft 365 over there, okay, just to come out and click on this Microsoft 365 login, guys. Okay. It asks you for that. Okay. Okay, just to click on here. Sign in. Okay. If you have this Microsoft 365 account over there, you can just sign in over there. Okay. Right. That's it. Just a minute, guys. I just got a call. Just a second. Right, guys. Okay, you will be logging out into this kind of site over there. Okay, you just click on this, like all apps where you want to work on over there. Suppose I want to work on with the SharePoint over there. SharePoint also, I'll tell you that how this SharePoint is very much linked to this Copilot over there. What kind of advantage this SharePoint can get out to them. Okay, in the coming classes, I'll show you that. Okay, this is just a class of introduction over there. Like some people coming out with that some arts background, all that thing. That's the reason I'm explaining that what is AI and what is this ML part and what is this NLP parts over there. That's the reason I just brushing out all that concepts like over there which we are seeing out. So from tomorrow I'll develop. I have developed one chat boots over there. I'll show you that, and tomorrow I'll tell you that how these GPTs AI has been working out in the back end over there, like generative pre-trained the transformers, how these transformer is working on in the back end. I'll show you all the things over there, no issues with the guys. And also I'll show you this how do I generate? I not, you can also generate your own generative AI itself. I'll tell you that. How you can generate your own AI based on the data which you are loading out over there. So for that, this SharePoint is very much useful. This SharePoint is a one kind of platform over there. But this is very much useful. Okay, I'll tell you that. Now the question arises that how do we develop these slides in the PowerPoint? Okay, click on this PowerPoint over there very clearly. This is also one kind of generative AI tool over there, guys, which is incorporated indirectly or directly into this each and individual tools. Like, okay, for this PowerPoint, we have a designer tool over there. In this also, okay, in this also, guys, we have Copilot also. Which one? In this PowerPoint also, we have a Copilot, but you require a version called as, guys, you require a version called as Copilot Pro. You require a version called Copilot Pro, but it is a subscription over there. Okay, it is a subscription over there. Each and individual purpose, you'll get a Copilot over there. Okay, for 1 month, you need to spend 2,000 over there. Okay, so now I am using a Copilot for every purposes. Okay, I'll show you that. Okay, now we are in the part of this PowerPoint presentation. I'll tell you that what is pro and difference to the Copilot in the next class. I just give you a glance into them. Now I'll just go to that new over there bank presentations. Okay, how do this designers is coming out? How do I structured my PPT over there? Suppose in the Copilot itself, I'll just give you a prompt related to that. How can I generate my own PPTs presentations over there? Because that's what very useful for you education part over there. Suppose in the topic of I want a 5-slide PPT content related to AI, artificial intelligence. Suppose you can customize accordingly if you get the data slide. Suppose you don't have any kind of time or related to that. Okay, you just given out that kind of prompt. Okay, I did. Okay, this is very a simple prompt which we are given out over there. Okay, this is the title which out there. Okay, I'll just go back and copy paste. That's it. I just go back and copy paste. I'm not doing any kind of customizations, guys. That will be done by our AI tools over there. Okay, that will be done by our AI tool over there. Okay, let me stop this. That will be done by our AI tools. Okay, initially I'll copy paste all that things over there. Okay. So this is the title which I want to. I just want to draw you a simple presentation related to that. Okay. This was a simple title related to that. So if I click on this title over there, it initially, okay. See that. Just to go to, we have options here, okay. In that options, we have an option called as designer over there. So this is a basic 365, okay. This is a 365 Copilot, which I am using that. If you are going for the Copilot Pro over there, beside this, you get another option called as Copilot itself, where it can generate based on the documents also. That is advanced. If I click here, okay, you can see that it generates that automatically for my data. I'll show you that. What is the next slide, guys? New slide, which I take that. Okay. So where is my Copilot intent for that? Okay. So we have a content like this. I'll just copy paste that contents. I'll just show you one couple of slides. That's it. So which you can develop very easily these kind of presentations for that. Okay. Right. Okay, this was the thing over there which I want to generate this designer for my data suite. Sorry. Options are just a second. Okay, I just click on this over there. You can see the designer option where you can get your customizations of your designs according to the project. Okay, it's still loading because I told you that A is a part of the things which learns completely till that it becomes a time for that. Okay, like this you can develop, guys. You can develop your own. Okay, you can develop your own concept of image generations over there. You can develop your own images over there, okay, which can be customized according to the data over there. Just I'll go back and just paste the next slides for the my matter. Okay. This is a simple point of using this. So likewise, we have a plenty of options for that. Okay. Okay. So let me just slide show these all the things for you. If you want to customize, if you're not satisfied with the designer which you're looking out also, if you want to customize that also, can able to customize. Now we can able to search that in the Bing also. Okay, here this is one kind of generatives which is powered by that. Okay, where you want to customize this image for your matters. Yes, you can do for that. So okay, you can add that kind of scenarios also. Okay. No, I don't want. You can erase that. So that is what the customizations which can be gone related to that which you are going to work on with the data. So now if I slide share this, see that how beautiful presentations which you are getting out over here. See that. Okay, that's what how it can able to generate that kind of slides within the data over there. So which is automatically generated, guys. Okay, which are automatically generated these kind of graphics based on the data. So nothing I have done that related to the issues. So I just entered into the data over there. So where I'm not able to analyze any kind of PowerPoint presentations with the ease, we can do that by using this Copilot over there. So it's all about you have an advantage of having the Copilot of 365 only, which is used for that. Okay. So we have an option of 365, which you can develop your own presentations for that context over there, guys. Okay. This is what very easy with the development of co-pilots on the. Okay. So where are we now? Okay. I told you that. So there are various apps which we this been developed. Okay. We have a Power Automate systems. Okay. So this Power Automate, when you click on that, Okay, now I want just showing you that what are the Microsoft Copilot application apps for that. So I, as an introduction part over there, I told you that. So unleashing creativity with Microsoft Copilot in Word, also you can do that. Okay, you can jump start with the creative process of start with the blank sheet again. Copilot with first draft you and edit related to that. Okay, just Copilot will drop you and okay, for that information you need to have a Copilot Pro over. So we have a Power Automate systems. Okay, suppose you want to, when an email is received, send a reply for the forward. How can you Power Automate it? Okay, it will generate you that answers related to. Okay, so it takes the actions automatically, guys, in the Power in the Outlook mail section. Suppose you are using the Outlook mail over there. Okay, you have not watched it for the couple of week itself, couple of days. You're not watched out all the things over there. Like you don't watch out your mails come for the week itself. So now you want to automate all the things over there. So we have an option called as Power Automate, guys. I just told you that we have an option called Power Automate. Okay, in this option where you can trigger out like things like using out generative AIs for that matters over there. Okay, using out these generative AI matters which you can work out and do that context of releasing your mails from that. Suppose copy all columns from Excel file to another Excel with a click of a button, just easy. What to do that? Okay. So what can you do that from? This is one kind of Power Automate systems. Okay, we have an option. The flow starts with happens over there. Okay. List rows present in the table. Okay, each online was add row in the table over there. Just and for each, this is the action which generates for this prompt over there. So generally, this is a one kind of generative AI. Generally, we call this kind of terminology called as trigger and the actions for that. Okay, guys, this is very important terms called as trigger and their actions. This is called as trigger and their actions for that moment over there. So in this context, you can see that you have been triggering out their actions has been applied for that moment over there. So this is what called as trigger and actions for the Power Pile. So after triggering the actions over there, you just click on next for that button. Okay. So it will do all the task over the create flow. Which kind of flow? Like now, what is that flow, guys? What is the flow of action? See that. This is the flow of actions which you are seeing out over there. Okay. This is where the Copilot comes into the picture. So this is a flow where Copilot comes into the picture. Like you can give an action, add an action or parallel branch. Okay, list from where you want to list out. Like select from the drop down, specify the following, like where you want to list out. Give that where you want to list out over there. Or you can give what where you want to get the documentary, and you can also select the file over there. Select the table from the drop downs, and you can select that table which you want. Now, what is my trigger question? Is that, guys? What is my trigger question? Let me go back into that previously. What is my trigger question? I want to generate say rows based on that flows over there. Okay. Okay, what is it? Copy all rows from an Excel file to the other. This is that query which I want to give out from the data source. So like that, if you give out all that queries, any kind of, suppose you want to. So what now I am showing is related to that queries related to this, all the apps itself. So now you don't know which app to work on with this data. Suppose, so in the previous case, where you see that you have a question called as copy all rows from an Excel file from another Excel file with a click of button. You don't know these apps how to work on. You don't know these apps how to work on. Now you are able to click on or usage of these apps over there. Okay, these help up you understanding of these help up to understanding that all the Power Apps usage, all that. Okay, you don't know this app usage. Someone asking me that. Okay, like, sir, how can I generate this designer in the PowerPoint? You can just ask you that question over there related to automate from that. So here you can generate all the answers from related to the data itself. Okay. This is where this Copilot comes into picture. Okay. By the usage of Power Automate over there. So there are next level, okay, of options where you can work on. There are next level of things where you can work on also. Okay. So you can boost up your productivity and throughout your queries, all that. Okay. Create your first work of query related to that, or you can analyze all that queries for that. We have various options to work on, guys. You just need to explore all that option. I just give it out one query like how to generate designer in PowerPoint for my slides. Right. So you can see that, okay. Generate a Word document template with the Power Apps and upload a short point or all these things. Like we have a plenty of things over there, guys. Like we have a plenty of things where you can work on for that. So let's take that out. What does it answer? So no flow suggestions based on the options over there. First thing is that start with that other option. Select and customize hundreds of pre-trimmed templates and starts from the blank over there. No, I don't want all that things on there. Okay. Next thing is that how can I upload? Suppose how can I upload my documents in SharePoint? So I'm just prompting out. See that, guys, you're getting a little prompts out. Okay. These prompts is to work on for these apps itself only, because you don't know what to do with that app, any query related to that. You can use this Power Automate over there. It will automate all your options related to the data itself. Ban Power Automate over there. So how can I upload my documents over there on the SharePoints? See that. Okay. Like how do I do this designer in the SharePoints? Like this, there are several options which you can work on for this data. See that I got now. Okay. So when a new mail arrives at, okay, okay, what do you do? You don't need to initialize the variable that are the actions and create file in the SharePoint over there. Okay. So I don't know how to upload my document in the SharePoint. What does it do? Actions. You should create a file related to that and go to SharePoint and upload that. It's a very simple like configure. So this kind of option things where you can work on by the flow you want to check it out. Okay. Let's start with selecting an example describing your own automation again. Like see that every month copy all files from one drive folder to another drive folders. This is what you should get it automated over there for every run. Okay. It's what called as the trigger happens with the name called as recurrence itself. So these are the actions. This is what the flow we need to list files in folder, OneDrive for business for each, and copy files from the path over there and OneDrive for business. This is what we need to do over there. So this is very simple and clear cut things where you can work on with a connection of these over there, guys. Okay. Right. Okay. For tomorrow, we will explore with various large language models, guys. Tomorrow we'll explore these large language models. Today I just given out the brief info itself only. Tomorrow we'll explore with the large language models and how do this LLMs, how do these GPTs like generative pre-trained transformer is developed over there in the backends, like how do, and we'll also see these AI chatbots which are developed over there without using LLM models over there. I'll show you that with the practical examples of it. Right. Right, Amar? Are you there? Yes, Amar. Yeah, well, I'll show you that co-pilots, all the things related to that. What is that query? Any queries you can chat in that box over there. Copilot and ChatGPT is very similar application of GPT transformers, but now the Copilot which we are using is more or less a ChatGPT 4 itself. Okay, you want to use your ChatGPT 4, you need to have a paid version itself. But in the Copilot, it comes with a free version with the ChatGPT 4 over there. That's a specialty. And more or less the fine-tuned models and applications in the backend all remains the same over there, mostly. Okay, we'll explore that. We have a Copilot, see that. I have generated
Maybe there is some network issue at dinner end. So, dear participant, meanwhile, you can submit your attendance and feedback form. So, I'm sharing the link once again over the Zoom and YouTube as well. So, I'm requesting everybody to please mark your attendance and share your valuable feedback with us. Because 60% attendance is mandatory to get the certificate of participation. And share the real-time feedback with us if you're enjoying the session. Yes, somebody raised the hand. Tell me. I have given you access to unmute, so you can unmute.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, very good evening.
Sir, this is Gopi from Guru Nanak University, Hyderabad, sir.
Yes, sir. Tell me.
Sir, this is the topic regarding of can we sir, is it useful for our research area on machine learning, sir?
Yeah, I will share the agenda, sir, with you. So you can just check what we're going to cover.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Okay. So anything else? Anybody's facing any issue? Need any help? Okay, so then we're done with the day. Thank you so much for attending the day one, and we'll see you there tomorrow at same time, 3 o'clock. So bye bye.